Good evening, everyone. My name is William Spencer, and today is, I think it's probably almost 8, 8 o'clock or something. I'm not sure, but it's Tuesday, December 6th, and this is actually my very first YouTube video ever. And you know what? I figured, why not? I think it'd be great to actually do, start out with a new hobby. So my day was pretty good. I had it was slow, work was slow, but yeah, I just wanted to actually make this first video to see, just to get out and just talk about how I'm doing, and and how you guys are doing, and yeah, I just can't wait. It's can't believe we're in December. Christmas and New Year's are coming up real soon, and before you know it, it'll be 2023. And you know what? This is just my opinion. I think that the older I get, the faster each year goes. And honestly, that's very true. Well, my opinion at least. But yeah, it's just hard to believe. Like, wow, I can't believe it. 2023. Like, I feel like we just entered 22 like it was yesterday. Like, and speaking of 2022, I will say this though actually. 2022 for me personally has been a very, very fantastic year so far. It's been better than 2021. Definitely a heck of a lot better than 2020 for sure. But yeah, but man, it's like these past couple of years, like, I mean, especially 2 years ago, like, we have gone through a real, real, real deep trauma. And now, look at us now here 2 years later, that, well, sooner or later, it'll be almost 3 years. Next March will mark 3 years since this whole fiasco started. But, like, yeah, but honestly, though, it feels great to actually be back to normal again. Like, yeah, 2020 was like the roughest time. And not only that, because like that was the year that I graduated from college. And, after working so hard, it's like, I had to finish my final semester of college, you know, remote for like the last like month and a half or so. And, yeah, me finishing off like that was like, dang, like I was hoping that I would be at Dean in person completely all 4 years, but that's all right. I still finished off strong, and the graduation was, of course, virtual. And it was nice. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun. Like, my mom actually set up a big surprise of all of my old teachers from elementary all the way to high school, my old tutors and everything. And it was just a blast. And it was a very unexpected surprise. Like, I was not hoping for a whole line of cars going through our driveway. And it was like, wow. And then later on, a couple hours later, we had a virtual toast with Dr. Rooney. And yeah, and it's like, and once again, it was nice. It was a fantastic toast, but I wasn't going to just end off my college career like that after busting my butt off for 4 years from September 2016 to May 2020. I'm like, no, like, I have to at least finish off with an actual graduation. Our our president actually decided to invite the class of 2020 over a year later, 2021, to have a regular in-person graduation. And of course, first the class of 2021 had it on the same day, of course, but it was at different times. Like, they did the class of 2021 first because obviously it was their year, so obviously they would do them first. And then after that, a couple hours later, they did the class of 2020. And I felt even happier that I was able to go back up there a year later and actually have an actual regular graduation rather than just finishing off with a virtual toast. And not to mention, my parents have paid all that money for me to get a great education, and then they're going to see their son end off with a virtual toast. No way in heck. So, yeah, so I was so happy to see my friends again and also graduate the right way. And yeah, and then here I am now. Yep, almost it'll mark almost 3 years ever since I graduated. So yeah, it's crazy. Time flies. And next May, I'm going to be 25 years old. Isn't that insane? I'm going to be a quarter of a century. Like, wow, man, I'm getting old. Even though, 25 is obviously still really young, but it's like when you really think about it, it's like, wow, you're going to be, a quarter of a century. That's a pretty big start of a milestone. And that's only if I do make it to 100, which, I'll have 75 more years to go to that. But yeah, quarter, it makes a quarter mark. And then, yeah, it's going to be a pretty big one. It's not going to be like 21 big, obviously, but it will be, it's still big. It's a milestone, it's a quarter life. It's a quarter life. So, yeah, so man, it's crazy. And again, work's been really good so far. I've been at the warehouse. I'm actually working at a warehouse for a brand new hotel that's opening up in Northport, New York, which is like 3 minutes away from where I live. I live in Centerport, Long Island. This place is in Northport, so it's like literally like a very close, easy drive, 3 minutes, which is nothing. So my goal is that as I'm working at the warehouse, now I've been at the warehouse for 11 months now. I started January 3rd and December 3rd already passed. So yeah, it's been 11 months. So next month, next year, I should say, will mark a year of me being at the warehouse. And that's like crazy. Like I've been there for almost a year. I'll be there for a year. That's insane. So yeah, and hopefully my boss is now saying that the hotel is going to open up in March. And I'm not going to fully take his word for it 100% because, I mean, it's been a lot because, first he said May of this year, then August this year, and then, with all this and, a lot's been going on, with all the supply chain, less labor and everything. And, it's a lot of work. And I mean, originally this hotel was actually supposed to be done in 2020, but, of course, you know, COVID hit the raft with that. So, that was a rough time. But hopefully this coming March it'll be open. And if it doesn't, then I'll wait a little bit longer. But worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work out, then I'm probably going to have to find another job and find another hotel that I could work for because hospitality is really the job that I actually really want to get into as a career. Now, originally, when I was at Dean College, I studied sports management, but with COVID and also like sports management is like a very, very tough, like, career to get into, and you have to network so hard for that. You'd have to like really know somebody for that. And I've had so many jobs in the past where I've worked with people and I've had a lot of customer service experience. So I believe that, you know what, I think hotel hospitality would be a perfect field for me because I'm a big people person. I love to be social. I love to make people feel welcome, and make them feel like they're at home. And, that's what I love to do. And I think that's what I want to do for a long time, ending up to be a permanent career. So hopefully this hotel will work out. And if I do know for 100% when the hotel will be officially done, my plan is that I'm going to talk with my boss and just say to him, hey, listen, like I've had a tremendous year at the warehouse. It's great to have my own office and I enjoy running the fleet, but I'm also going to explain to him like, I would love to actually to work for your hotel. It's been my dream for a while to work in the hospitality business, and I'd be willing, whatever job you have, whether front desk, I would love to start out as, or being a concierge, whatever that would get me in the door to start up from the bottom and work my way up. And also, again, the main reason why is also the benefits. Now, of course, right now I don't have benefits, even though I'm working full time, but he didn't offer the benefits. But if he does offer me a spot, and it's not really more so of the raise. I mean, I would like a raise, but if he doesn't offer benefits, then I'm gonna have to find a different job because I'm gonna be, what they say with health insurance. Once you turn 26. you get off your parents' health insurance. And I'm 24 right now, so I have no, not well, less than 2 years. I have about a year and 5 months because my birthday's in May. So I have, yep, a year and 5 months left of me being on my parents' health insurance. And then once I'm 26, I have to, so that's the big thing. It's also, I mean, I do want to also get a job there too, but if he does offer me a spot, but it's really the benefits is the main concern. And that's like the most important thing because, I want to be able to retire as well, right? I need a 401k. I need to, get that situated. And like I said before, health insurance, that's the big thing that I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it plays out for the next 4 months, and we'll just see what goes on from there. But I'm liking my job. I don't just like it, I love it. I'm 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. It's good that I have the weekends off, which is another good thing because you know I'm glad that I'm actually able to take advantage of the weekends now because when you work, in the hospitality field, you have to work, during weekends, especially when you're in a hotel. Yeah, you definitely would need to have to work on weekends, and this is the reason why on some weekends, I just go out and see my friends and travel because once I start working in a hotel, I mean, I'll still be able to find ways to like travel, but I'm not going to be able to like have that much freedom that I have now as when if I do end up working in a hotel. You know, so I might as well at least take advantage of that as much as I can, and that's why it's always I love traveling, and that's why it's important to travel, hang with your buddies, and enjoy life while you're young as much as you can. Because once you start getting into a full time career, you're now again. I'm not saying that you're never gonna ever travel and see your friends again, but what I'm saying is that you're not going to have you're going to have less obligations to see your friends. Like you won't be able to like find more free time as much as I would right now. So that's why I'm happy. So there's kind of a pro of me, of me waiting for quite a while of when the hotel will be open because at least I'm able to like enjoy as much of the freedom as I can on weekends. And and also my plan is just in case if the hotel does not open in March, then I'm thinking that maybe my friends and I can plan like some kind of trip in like May. I was thinking like maybe during my birthday weekend. I mean, my birthday is on a weekday, obviously, this coming next year, but the same week, like the weekend of my birthday, I was thinking that maybe my friends and I could like, my buddies from college can like find a place where we can go and travel for a week. We can all take a week off from work and just enjoy that, traveling time and just being able to, have a blast and do a lot of fun things with your friends. And because I just feel like, when after, going to school with your nice old, big, amazing best friends, I feel like sometimes it's great to actually find a place to travel together and, just enjoy ourselves and just celebrate like old times, and stay reconnected. That's all that matters. And the other thing that I do want to point out that is that work is not a priority 100% all the time. Like, yes, it's important to get out, make some money, even if you're still living at home with your parents. It's always good. You still want to at least contribute, work, not be lazy, not play video games. Work 40 hours a week or part time. I mean, part time is better than not working at all, but always try to find room to be social and always stay reconnected with your friend, always stay in touch with your friends and always just go out there and have fun. Life isn't always just about work. Like work's important, but everything in life has a balance. Not everything has to be super serious all the time, and not also everything has to be super crazy and silly all the time. You have to have a balance. You work, have some fun. It's not, and I know there's some people out there that always like to use work as an excuse, but I'm just going to just tell you guys right now, it's not a great excuse. Sorry, but I mean, that's just the straight up truth because most people out there that have full-time jobs can still find time to hang out with friends. That's just the God's honest truth. So whenever someone just says that, oh, I have to work, or like, oh, I have to, it's sorry that I'm blabbing this out, but it's complete nonsense. No. Work, but I'm sure you can always find some free time to do something with your friends and just have some fun and enjoy yourself. Life isn't always just about work, 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 work. So for those of you that, that just think that work always interferes with everything, it does not. That's just a lame excuse. But, but it's not everyone. Some people are like that and some people are not. But, I always look at everything with there's always a happy medium to everything, So, but yeah, but other than that, it's been a fantastic year so far, and I am looking forward to entering 2023. I can't wait for Christmas and the New Year. And yeah, that's about it. And, once again, like this was my, my first YouTube video, like ever. Like I have never, ever made a video, from YouTube, my entire life. And I figured, you know what, why not? Why not start a brand new hobby of mine, It's always good to try new things, start new things. All right? So I hope everyone is enjoying their week so far. I mean, it's only Tuesday, but tomorrow will be the midweek mark. And yeah, that's basically it. And hopefully next time, maybe in the next couple of few days, I might make a second video. Who knows? But of course, this is not going to be the only video that I'm going to be doing. But again, this actually feels pretty good that I'm actually starting my first YouTube video, and another reason for that is that, I've seen some of my friends from college do their YouTube videos as well, and I figured, you know what, why not? Why not me get into the club? So, yep, so that's about it. Hope everyone's well, and hope everyone stays safe. Try not to get sick during this time of year. I know people are getting sick, but, just stay healthy and safe. That's all I can ask for. Alrighty, take care. Have a great evening.